My name is Ryan Everson, and today we're going to talk about how to improve your Lent. So we're a little ways into Lent now, and maybe you're having just the absolute perfect best Lent that you have ever had in your whole life. But if you're like most people, chances are you've been struggling a little bit. Perhaps you've done something that you were supposed to give up. Or maybe you haven't broken any of your Lenten promises, but you found that those promises weren't really challenging to begin with, and that they aren't changing you and helping you to grow the way that they're supposed to. One of the benefits of the liturgical seasons that we have in the Catholic Church is to prompt us to re-examine our lives and our habits, and to search for new ways that we can grow closer to God. In a perfect world, we'd have all the perfect new habits for ourselves figured out before Ash Wednesday, and we'd keep those perfect new habits and promises for the entirety of Lent without any failures or compromises. But as human beings, we often fall short with our Lenten sacrifices, as is the case with essentially everything else we do. However, I would say that the only true failure in regards to Lenten sacrifices is the failure to challenge yourself. It's much better to give up something very challenging and fail a couple times than to take on a so-called sacrifice that doesn't require much effort and to succeed. Building off of that idea, if you broke one of your Lenten promises, if you did something you were supposed to give up, or if you failed to do something you were supposed to do, it is essential that you get back on track and continue challenging yourself. It is essential that you don't just throw in the towel and give up. So think of it this way. If you're taking a test, say you're taking a test, and you come across a question or two that you don't know the answer to, would you quit? Would you leave the rest of the test incomplete? No, of course not. You would continue and try to get all the rest of the questions right. And this same attitude of persistence applies to our sacrifices in Lent. Even if our past is filled with error, our future remains clean. God is ready to embrace us, and he will happily give us the opportunity to renew our commitments to him at any time, no questions asked. If you haven't been having the ideal Lent so far, let me recommend this. Try recommitting yourself to the Lord with an extra act of prayer that is not typical for you. If you don't usually go to daily Mass, go to daily Mass for a day. If you don't usually go to Eucharistic adoration, go to adoration. Maybe go to confession. Go to Stations of the Cross on Friday. Do something that is unordinary for you. And as you present yourself before the Lord in that act, ask him for a fresh start. Declare the promises you intend to keep for the remainder of Lent, and ask him to give you the strength to keep those promises when you are inevitably tempted to do otherwise. Having a good Lent isn't about perfection. It's about progress. And that's something I think we can all continue to strive for.